Frederick County is home to one of the most unique winter light displays in the world. Each year you'll find more than 24 lighted boats on the chilly waters of Carroll Creek Park in downtown Frederick. But this is more than just a beautiful display of light, art, and water. Discover how this volunteer-led effort, born out of a garage, turned into one of Frederick's must-visit attractions, and how it raises thousands of dollars for local nonprofit organizations.
Sailing Through the Winter Solstice is a festival of light ships that light up the Carroll Creek Promenade in Frederick between the weekend before Thanksgiving and typically the first or second weekend in March. It's an event that started in 2016 with one boat. It has grown to about 30 boats. It's really an event to bring people down and to have something interesting to look at during the holiday season and beyond. It's also evolved into a fundraiser to help support about 30 or 40 local 501c3 charity organizations. We do have a competition for what's called Best Boat. Best Boat Award goes to the boat that raises the most money for a charity. So last year and the year before, Colleen's crew raised about $20,000 for their charity. So they were the number one or the best boat.
Our daughter Colleen, who just turned 26 about a week ago, was born with cystic fibrosis. And my wife and I have always looked for ways to get involved and to raise money to hopefully find a cure one day. One of the things that we do is chair the Great Strides Walk in Baker Park every year. And during COVID, the walk was canceled for obvious reasons. So during that time, friends of ours got together and said, hey, how can we keep Colleen's crew alive in front of everybody's mind? So they decided to put a boat in this exhibit, and it's been great.
My foundation that I'm representing is Friends of the Child Advocacy Center. What they do is they step in and support the CAC in areas that they can't necessarily directly have an impact. And what the CAC does is support children that have been abused one way or another and provide them a safe haven. Last year was our first year. We took second place. Something I'm proud of, something I hope that we can build on. We've had some great partners within the community, businesses that have stepped up and contributed directly to this event and directly to the pinwheel. We hope to gather some more. Any boat on this creek is well deserving. Any boat. These are all good business owners and members of the community that have taken their time to help put this together and give back.
So the event, when it started in 2016, was co-founded by me with Kyle Thomas, and we've evolved with a much larger support team over these 7 years. There are probably well over 140 different volunteers among the 26 or so teams that are building boats this year. So the building process for these boats is actually fairly complicated in the sense that in addition to just making them look really pretty with interesting lights, they have to be engineered for what we call Arctic Creek sailing. This is a very shallow creek. We can't have deep keels, and yet we have to find a way to keep these boats upright in 50-mile-an-hour windstorms. So we've evolved a lot of techniques with hanging cement buckets under the boat, fancy bridles. 450-pound weights are placed in the creek in front of and behind each boat to prevent the boats from moving. It's something that we've learned by a lot of error over the years, but I think we've got it. It's not perfect, but most boats make it through. The boats are lit up 24/7 for 3 months. So no matter what time of day you come down along the creek, and it's free, you can see something. And while you're down here, there's shopping, there's restaurants and bars, and it really just one more exciting thing about Frederick. I mean, it has so many things to offer, especially during the holiday season and beyond. So this is just another reason to come. I'd like to invite everyone who's watching this to come out and see the boats for Sailing Through the Winter Solstice. Most boat parades only last a day or two. This is an amazing event, so come down, enjoy it, and enjoy the rest of Frederick.